The other thing I think that was important that came out yesterday was the ISM manufacturing. I don't usually talk about it. It's kind of a, well publicized data point, but
you don't need to. I already read the Goldman note on that. They said it was better than expected.
Oh God, it was awful.
No. It's better than expected. That's what drove spies up yesterday. Yeah. You got that wrong. They're like God,
Yeah, the ISM. So I think the dynamic in, regardless of what Goldman thinks, the dynamic in the cycle, because I read all of these and listen to all of these calls, and still am going through all the cues from the remaining cues or whatever, is that you have backlogged orders from periods of the supply chain shortage that are substantially overpriced, right? Very high margin. Cat and Deere are reporting their highest margins ever. This is like true cyclical history right now. Like in 50 years, some idiot on a call like me is going to be saying like, oh my God, back in 2023 when Cat and Deere were reporting their highest margins ever. That's right now. We're living through that at this particular moment because supply chain difficulties allowed them to price these orders very high. And they accumulated a lot of orders because demand was well in excess of production, because production was disrupted by supply chain problems, right? They couldn't actually get parts and assemble it and labor. It was hard to run at full speed with, all the restrictions. So you have these, backlogs with very high prices and very high margins embedded in them that accumulated and have allowed these manufacturers to report peak margins and peak profits, peak EPS. Just wanted to flag that backlog number. I think that's a really significant indication we're on the right track in these manufacturers.
Yeah, I was obviously joking.
Oh, of course, yeah.
About Goldman, but I
haven't read that.
I just read I had to just read it to make sure that that's what they said. When what they actually said was, which is emblematic of where we are in the cycle, on the ISM 46.7, which is outright contractionary and quad 4, et cetera, that Jay just went through. They called it better than feared. Okay, better than feared. Now, so this is kind of it's not kind of, Wall Street permeable verbiage is like a chameleon.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.